Good morning. Welcome to the episode where we get all of our fireplace mantles. This is the most transformative vlog ever. Now that we have our fireplaces installed, we've got stone mountain casting here, and we are just kind of measuring and seeing what we need to do for the fireplace surround. I'm really excited to have these guys do this because I've been, following their page for a really long time, so I'm excited to finally have their product in my house. It's been quite the morning, but I am putting all of that aside and I am going to focus on getting the installation of our fireplace mantles in. So for the longest time, I had seen these stone mountain castings. They're precast fireplace mantles. And I think I just assumed that they were really expensive because they look really nice. But then when I started looking into their cost for what they are and for how they look, the cost I think is very, very reasonable. And so that's exactly what I am putting around all 4 of the fireplaces. They're getting the pieces out of the truck right now, so you'll be able to see what they look like. I was just asking him, what exactly is it made out of? And he said it's made out of concrete and it's reinforced with fiberglass for the stability of it.
Yeah, because the concrete will break apart, but it's a mold. The mold looks just like this, and then they spray in this top coat first.
Of fiberglass?
No.
Of the concrete. Okay.
So it coats the inside of the mold, and then they spray on top of it again another one with fiberglass all through it for structure, and then they pop it out like a reverse mold, and
then you have your finished
concrete.
Oh, I cannot wait. And he was saying that with it's really popular to do limestone. They can do not real stone if you want them to, but because limestone is so stinking heavy, you would never be able to get just one piece like this. You'd have to seam it and make cuts in it because it is so heavy. So with this, it feels more smooth than limestone. It looks like it, but it also has the perfect seamless look to it. If you wanted to use a natural stone like marble, they can also do that, but this is much, much, much more cost effective. And I love me some good marble, but for this, I felt like it just looks so nice that it didn't have to be marble to look nice. Let's start off with the mantle in the great room. This is called the Windsor. Stuff like this. We do not have the logs and everything situated inside the fireplace, but we'll get to that soon enough. I want to talk about why I chose this specific style for the great room. This is very tall, and so I really wanted something with a beefy leg. And so when I first saw the Windsor, I just knew that I loved it because of the leg. I wanted it to be simple. I didn't want a whole lot of decorative up here. And so I just liked that it had the perfect amount of decorative design to it, but it was also very simple because that's how I want the feel of the whole great room to feel. For the basement, we went with the Essex mantle. Trim that needs to go underneath to cover a few things, but that usually comes after you have the bench installed. And we actually went with the same material. They made a mold for the bench seating of the fireplace that is made out of the same material that the mantle is made out of. Upstairs in the great room, I have a seatless fireplace. So the fireplace goes all the way to the ground. They say that it's more formal and they say that it's more custom when you do it that way. However, I had to have a seat somewhere because all growing up, we sat at the fireplace, and it is one of the greatest feelings. In the basement, I really wanted it to be more relaxed. That's the vibe of the whole basement. It's a lot less formal, and I would say definitely just more cozy and comfortable. I want my whole house to feel comfortable, but definitely I want the basement to feel more relaxed. And like I was telling you, the seat is made out of the same material. You can see there's like fingerprints all over it. It needs wiped down, but we couldn't be more happy with the way this turned out. In the master bedroom, we went with the Rosemond surround. So I have a surround on the bedroom side, and I also have a surround in the bathroom side, and I went back and forth whether I should do the same surround in the bedroom and the bathroom. I think that would have been really beautiful to have the same on each side, maybe a little more uniform, but there are too many beautiful surrounds that I just had to go with different ones in each room. And you know what? You don't even notice. In my mind, I'm like, oh, you're gonna notice. No, you don't notice at all. And you get the variety of all the different types of surrounds in such a subtle way. And I think what makes it really subtle is that I went with the same color on all of the surrounds. This is the shade Natural, and I thought that all the little specks in it would bother me, but you step back even just a hair and it blends in, and it looks like it's a solid white, but it's like the perfect white. It's not stark, it's not cream, it is just a gorgeous natural color. If you look on their website, they do have several other colors that you can choose from, and oh, the mist is gorgeous, and I thought the mist would look really good in the bathroom, but all in all, in the end, I'm really glad that I went with the same color of surround through the whole house. Last and certainly not least, we have the Bradford. One thing that I have certainly learned is that any image or any fireplace mantle that you go with, you will not be disappointed. The beauty of this in person is so much better than looking on the website. When I was looking, I just thought, oh, I don't know if I'm gonna like this, I don't know. I don't care which mantle you go with, they're going to be so beautiful in person. I could not be more thrilled with the way it looks. It completely transformed every single room that they went into. I have had several of the contractors that worked on my house come through and look at it after because they really wanted to see how things were looking. And every single contractor asked about this surround, and they were all very surprised that it wasn't actually real stone and that it was made out of a type of concrete. So I'm pretty sure I have put many contractors onto this brand. I wanted to work with these guys before I knew I was building my house. I had just done my fireplace in my old home, which I love. Oh, I love that fireplace. And I had found these afterwards, and I remember thinking, man, I wish I would have known about this beforehand. So I knew before we even started drafting this home that I wanted to use Stone Mountain casting for all of my fireplace surrounds. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. As always, if you are new to the house building process, I will have the full playlist in the description below, along with all of Stone Mountain Casting's information, like their website and the name and style for each of the fireplaces that I went with. Yes, I had to choose all 4 different fireplace mantles because they have way too many beautiful mantles for me just to like pick one and go with it, or you know, I had to have 4 different ones. Tell me which one is your favorite, because I certainly have mine. You know what? No, I don't. They're all too beautiful. But tell me if you have a favorite.